Everyone thinks the main problem with being broke is having no money. Fair enough. But the real problem is worse. When you don't have money, everything becomes more expensive. Your car breaks. You can't fix it immediately. So now you miss work. Now you lose income. Now you use a credit card. Now interest starts stacking up. One small problem turns into a financial domino effect. And suddenly, you're paying more for worse options while trying to survive. This is sometimes called the poverty trap. And no, it's not about laziness or bad character. It's about how the system works when you don't have financial buffers. Today, we're breaking down why being broke often means paying more for the exact same life. First concept: financial buffers. A buffer is simple. It's extra money that protects you from problems. Think of it like a phone battery. If you start the day at 100%, you're relaxed. If you start the day at 2% battery, everything becomes stressful. Same with money. If your bank account is healthy, unexpected costs are annoying, but manageable. If your account is nearly empty, even a $50 surprise becomes chaos. Now here's the catch. People with money have buffers everywhere. Savings, insurance, credit options. People without money usually have zero buffer. So every small problem becomes a crisis. And crises are expensive. Okay, moving on. Let's follow one character, our green stickman. He works a normal job, nothing fancy, but he's starting the month with almost no savings. Now let's see what happens. The car problem: Green Stickman's car makes a weird noise. If he had savings, he'd take it to a mechanic immediately. Maybe the repair costs a few hundred. Problem solved. But he doesn't have the money, so he waits. He keeps driving. The noise gets worse. 2 weeks later, the repair that could have been small becomes a major breakdown. Now the repair bill is much larger. This happens all the time. Small problems become big problems when you can't afford early fixes. The same thing happens with car maintenance, home repairs, dental care, health checkups. Delaying fixes often means paying more later. And Green Stickman just learned that the hard way. Okay, next problem. Now Green Stickman needs money, so he uses a credit card. Credit cards are basically short-term loans, but they come with interest. Interest means you pay extra money for borrowing. Here's where things get dangerous. If you pay the full balance every month, interest usually doesn't apply. But if you carry the balance, interest starts accumulating. And many credit cards charge very high interest rates compared to other loans. So our stickman pays for the car repair with his card. But he can't pay the full balance this month. So the debt stays, and next month he pays interest. And the month after that, more interest. This is how temporary problems slowly turn into long-term debt. Okay, but it gets worse. When you're broke, you often have to buy the cheapest option available. Makes sense. But cheap products often break faster. Example: Green Stickman needs new work shoes. He has two choices: a good pair that lasts years, or a cheap pair that lasts a few months. If he had money, the good pair is actually cheaper over time. But he doesn't. So he buys the cheap pair. They fall apart. Now he has to buy shoes again. This is sometimes called the boots theory problem. Buying cheap repeatedly can cost more over time than buying quality once. But when cash is tight, you don't have the luxury of thinking long term. You think about today. Okay, next issue. Banks and financial systems often charge fees. Sometimes small, but small fees matter when your balance is low. Let's say Green Stickman's account dips below the required minimum. Now he gets a bank fee. Maybe he accidentally overdrafts his account. Now there's another fee. Miss a credit card payment? Late fee. Interest increases. These systems are designed to reward stable finances, and they penalize financial instability. So people with money avoid most fees. People without money often face more of them. It's not personal. It's just how the system operates. Okay, but there's another layer. When you don't have money, you often spend more time solving problems. Imagine Green Stickman needs groceries. Someone with money might just go to the nearest store. Quick trip, done. But Green Stickman might spend time searching for the cheapest store, waiting for discounts, traveling farther for better prices. Saving money sometimes requires extra time and effort. And time is valuable too. Another example. If your car breaks and you can't fix it immediately, you might rely on slower transportation, which means longer commutes, which means less time for work, rest, or learning. Money often buys convenience and time. Without it, life becomes more complicated. Okay, let's zoom out. Financial stress also affects decision-making. When people are under constant pressure, their brains focus on short-term survival, not long-term planning. This isn't stupidity. It's human psychology. Imagine trying to plan your financial future while worrying about rent, food, transportation, bills. Your brain is busy solving today's problems. So future planning gets pushed aside, which can make long-term improvement harder. Okay, last concept. Let's summarize everything quickly. Being broke doesn't just mean having less money. It often means paying more. Small problems become big problems. Delayed repairs cost more later. Cheap products break faster. Interest turns short-term borrowing into long-term debt. Fees hit low balances harder. Saving money takes more time and effort. Stress makes long-term planning harder. And escaping the cycle usually requires resources up front. So the real difference between stable finances and unstable finances is often the buffer, that cushion that absorbs life's problems before they explode.
Money doesn't solve every problem, but it reduces the cost of mistakes. And that alone changes how life works. Which is why even a small financial buffer can make a surprisingly big difference over time. If this video made money make a little more sense, hit like. Subscribe to No Fuss Finance. And in the comments, tell me the most expensive, cheap decision you've ever made. Because honestly, almost everyone has one.